Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. If you haven't been across the brilliant news that is circulating all over on X at the moment, is that Joy Reid has been fired from MSNBC. Good bloody riddance. Honestly, I am so glad that that woman is off the airwaves for the time being, obviously, off the mainstream media, because I have not seen a more vile, racist, hateful woman aside from the ladies on The View. Okay. Joy Reid is a nut job. She has, okay, I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm all for people to voice their concerns and voice their opinions. But the thing is, she took it to the extra extreme. She came up with all these crazy conspiracies. She has Trump derangement syndrome. She's not a very nice individual, as you can probably tell from like interviews that she's done on the street, or being confronted on the street, I should say, right? And well, ladies and gentlemen, she decided to have a meltdown, crying white tears, right? She would always say those lines, white tears, you know, you privileged white tears. Well, now she's got these tears of her own. Okay. She's not too pleased with being removed because, according to her, her show mattered. Yes, I'm sure it did, Joy Reid. I'm sure it did. But the thing is, MSNBC realized that she's a hateful bigot. She isn't willing to move on anything at all. And well, she's also racist. She has Trump derangement syndrome. She has all these crazy thoughts. And I guess no one wanted to watch her. So MSNBC's gone, you're done. See you later. You're out of here. And here is her beautiful, beautiful meltdown, ladies and gentlemen.
My show had value, and that I'm sorry that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And I think this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And that it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted, and not just Black folks, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life, and defended them. Or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object, to little babies being bombed. And where I come down on that is, I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those things are of God. And I'm a church girl too, and those are the things that I was taught were of God. And so I'm not sorry. I'm just proud of my show.
I love it how she points out at the very end of this clip, if you heard it, or if you could actually stand to the end, but she points out that these things that she's all mentioned, rattled off, the Gaza issue, little babies being bombed apparently in Gaza, and we won't talk about the babies that were actually brutally killed by the hands of the Islamic regime. We won't talk about those babies, because those babies apparently don't matter, according to Joy Reid. The ones that really do matter the most are the ones that are being bombed by Israel. So she's only talking about things when they matter to her political agenda, her own crazed left leaning. And the reason why MSNBC got rid of her was because she is a nut job. She is crazy. And if she wants to go on this town hall so to speak, and rant and rave and say that my show had value. Well, members of the audience didn't seem to think so either. Your ratings were plummeting because you lie. And don't say that these issues, yeah, okay, these issues are definitely like God would definitely care about these issues, but you're coming at it from a radical perspective. And again, the Bible talks about by your fruits, you shall know them. And I personally don't think that God would talk, or Christians should be talking the way that Joy Reid addresses and talks about certain issues. She's racist. I don't see God talking about white people as being despicable, evil, or vile. I don't see God talking about his chosen people as being vile and despicable individuals. I'm talking about the Jews. I don't see God talking about any of that sort of stuff. I see God going, I don't like what is happening in this world, but that is because of sin. And don't worry, I'm coming soon. I'm going to fix it all. And I think Christians should stand up for the truth. Joy Reid does not stand up for the truth. She stands up for her own. I think she's mentally deranged. Like her brain is just like she's on another playing field altogether. One that to me seems like she's in the Looney Tunes business. And she made lots of money being in the Looney Tunes business, ladies and gentlemen, with all of her so-called ideas and whatever else. But it's so glorious to see somebody. And look, I understand it's someone's livelihood and all that sort of stuff, but she's got enough money anyway. She can make more money. She's an older lady. She's been on the airways for goodness knows how long. She's annoyed people for so long, kind of like Don Lemon, right? Don Lemon and Joy Reid are equally just as insane, although Don Lemon at times you can kind of, yeah, I won't go as far as saying that. I'll just say they're both very, very similar. Like if you're not speaking common sense, then you're more than likely you're a dingbat, I would say. Speak common sense because it is good to speak common sense. It's amazing when people actually speak common sense. When they don't, it pisses me the hell off, but it gives me content to make. So therefore, I don't remain that angry for too long, I guess. But it's glorious to see that the liars and the deranged individuals are sort of getting taken off slowly but surely in the mainstream media. Because the mainstream media, if it's one thing that we know they love, it's profit. And it wouldn't surprise me if anybody else, like the main culprits, they all get let go. There's all a reshuffling and things start changing dramatically. But, you reap what you sow. You sow bad things into the world, you're going to reap bad things. It's only a matter of time, right? Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.